Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Huckleberry Show. I'm your Huckleberry. So this is like my third attempt recording this because I just started off real bad, and then I don't know where to go, and I lose my train of thought. Um, I got sick, and I want to die, but I'll still do this thing. This might be, this will be a longer episode. Just because I feel like I have a few more stuff to say than usual. But it's also still, I don't know what to talk about. And I might lose train of thought again. But I'll just, yeah, I won't edit it out. I'll just leave it in this time. Yeah, this is the one I'm going with. So I met up with a few friends from high school. We all live like different lives, and we try to get together every once in a while just to like game, um, play some Magic the Gathering. And if you haven't played Magic the Gathering, you should. Magic the Gathering, it's a little complicated at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's just incredibly fun. Ugh. There's a lot of broken decks. Some that you pay life, but you just gain it back automatically. It's it's really broken. Uh, but that's if you're playing Commander. If you're not playing Commander, then it's still somewhat fun because you have a more balanced deck. It's most decks, they have to be of a certain set to even be in a tournament. So if you want to be in a tournament, you should probably look at the rules, check to see if your deck has any cards that are banned or illegal. I just forgot, the audio might sound a little bit weird. I kind of lost the headphones I was using to record the last episode, so I'm using another one. But hopefully this one's good. So my deck was a basic one. It wasn't that good. It was black green deck, but it was like kind of mished and mashed from like different sets. So it's not really legal, nor is it like good enough to compete against some of the decks my friend has. Um, but I got a new one. It's a gimmick where you place a card face down, and you put counters on it to show what the attack and the health is. But I haven't gotten it yet, so once I do get it, I'll probably forget to go into detail about it in the next episode. But if I get reminded, then I will. I kind of lost train of thought there. Not sure where I was going with that. I kind of got distracted. Um, but yeah, I've been watching a lot of BuzzFeed Unsolved, and if you haven't seen that, it's like a lot of conspiracy theories on like real life crime, and like they recently did an episode about like JFK, or they did an episode of JK a long time ago, but I just recently watched it, and I was thinking about like other conspiracies that like sound true, but like there's not enough merit to it to actually believe it. But then there like are some that are completely true, like the US like creating scenarios to get themselves involved in wars that they're not supposed to. um and like there's been a lot like of movies about how basically the US government does all these shady things just to get info out of people or to like start blackmailing people. A recent movie just came out. I totally forgot what it was about, or I totally forgot what it's called, but it was about like the NSA asking the British government to like spy on some UN diplomats and to get information to vote for like the Iraq War. So she basically leaks the document and like tries to expose them, but there's like all these like different things happen, and like they finally like try to court to try to to say, hey, like she did something bad, we gotta punish her for it. But like if they had actually gone through with it, then they would have to release documents saying that the person who said the war was legal was actually admitting before that the war was illegal. And I'm not explaining it right, but basically it boils down to like this lady like basically sacrifices like any hope she has of a normal life just so that the truth could get out there. And I thought that was pretty crazy. It's like Snowden when he did like the leak. It's like the U.S. government's listening to you, and like that's pretty crazy. Like we knew like they were doing something to us, but what they were doing we didn't know until he like exposed them. So it's like I don't know if it came down to it, and if I had like information that was like vital to, or like not vital, but like I guess like shady stuff was going on and I knew about it, then I'd probably leak it, even though like my life would be ruined. It's like, but never really know. It's like, what if I do and it turns out the whole report was false, or because that's a possibility. Like you get fake information, start spreading fake news, and then have your name just dragged down because you said, hey, like, this person did this. You're like, no, I didn't do it. Where am I going with this? I'm just spouting off nonsense now. So losing my train of thought here. I don't know where I'm going with this. This could be a conspiracy theorist channel. This could be a normal channel. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sick, so please bear with me. I'll try to make this at least somewhat tolerable so that you can enjoy it. But I think about it and turn this into a moral dilemma thing. Should you release private information if it's for the good of people? I think I would. I don't know, I just like the idea of somebody, like, even though they have no reason to, like, sacrificing everything just because they want to save lives or want to give more information to other people. It's like information is a powerful thing. Like you could use it for anything. You could use it to get someone's attention. You could use it for attention. It's like the more information you have about a certain subject, the more people will trust you to help you out or help them with any problems. Like, I'm not really that knowledgeable in certain things, but like computers, like that's my thing. Like I've studied computer science for years now, and like I think I'm pretty well versed in like computer languages and computer programs and like working with data to like have my information like and my resources and skills be valuable. So I think like the more information you have and the more information you can provide to others, the more valuable you are. Because like if you're just living your life day by day, but you also like listen to people, like you share your own experiences, like you become a valuable person to like everybody else around you and to yourself, because then you have more people to surround yourself with that'll trust you, and they'll trust you with private information. And what you do with that is depending on the person you are. Like anyway, you know, like private information, like, that's yours to like deal with if you want to like have people help you. And I understand there are some people who like hate the fact that they need help and they will never admit to like asking for help. But like, if you want to be comfortable with people, or like, cause I'm an awkward guy. I don't know how to handle social situations. I was never really that good at it. I was kind of a loner. So like social situations, like I don't really understand how to deal with them. Like if someone like I knew were to cry next to me, I'm not sure what exactly to say, nor the correct response in like helping them in like whatever problem they have. But like I would like try my best to like understand, and like sometimes it works out, but other times I just make it a little bit more awkward, and then like I just can't handle it anymore, and I just have to like get away. I know that's kind of a bad thing to do, but it's like I don't know how to handle certain things. I am trying to get better though. I'm trying to go out more with friends, and you know, just being around other people. I think that's a good way to like get out of your shell. Um, but like I'm still in private and awkward dude, and it's easier for me like to text people than to be on the phone. I hear like my brother talk to his girlfriend for like hours, and like I don't know how to do that. It's like, what would you even talk about for a full hour? Like I can't even do a 30-minute podcast. It's like, what the heck am I gonna do? It's like holding a conversation is like easier when I like, for me, because I like to like listen to other people talk and tell me stuff, and then like I'll shoot back some stuff. You're like, so it's a conversation, and then like I'm trying to get better at small talk. I think that's where my problem lies. I don't really know how to start off a conversation unless it's like, oh hey, I remember this thing that we talked about like last week. Let's talk about it again, and then from there, let's see what happens. Like you'll get to know me, I'll get to know you. Like a couple of my friends are teaching me how to flirt because I have no idea how to. I'm really bad at it, from what they've told me. So yeah, I'm not really good at it. It's like even playing like those light novel games, or they have a specific name for them. I just don't remember. But it's basically like you try to romance somebody. It's kind of hard to do. I usually get the bad end because I say the wrong thing, or like I say, hey, maybe this is the correct response, and then it's not. I get bad marks on that. This thing went from conspiracy theories about JFK to freaking my failure at small talk. Let's bring it back to conspiracy theories. Um, I used to be a way bigger like conspiracy theorist back then. Uh, I used to like believe like the government was after me, or were trying to get my information. Uh, but then like I calmed down, I think. But like the biggest thing for me and my friends were aliens. Like we knew something shady was going on. Like there had to be aliens already here. It's like there's no way they wouldn't come visit Earth. It's, it's like there was a great Twilight Zone episode of the newest season where they send, where these like astronauts were getting ready to go to Mars, but like before that, they're just a war breaks out, a nuclear war breaks out, so they have a decision to die on the platform, or to launch themselves into space. And so they decide for the better of humanity to like launch themselves into space. So while they shoot themselves up there, um, one of the crew members starts seeing random patterns in like any electrical system, and he starts saying like, "Hey, like this is all a simulation. It's like it's not real. It's like somebody's watching us, somebody's testing us." And the other crew thinks, he's like insane. He's not like he's out of his mind. It's like we need to do this mission. It's for the better of humanity. And so he tries to convince them that it's all fake. And so in one event, they get close to or like a solar flare happens. I don't remember exactly what happened, but like he decides to exit out of the ship without any suit, just like basically he walks out. And so they try to stop him, but they don't get there in time. And like we think he's dead. He just disappears for the rest of the episode. And then the other crew members, like, they start showing the days where they're counting down to the point where they reach Mars. And so once they finally get there, like they're ready for like anything. Like either the ship's gonna crash or like they succeed. So they manage to land it, and like they're like, I wish he was here to see this. I wish he didn't go out. But as they do that, we see the guy who walked out of the ship wake up, and you hear a voice saying, "You were the first of many to like basically bridge the gap." I'll try to remember the name, then I'll say in the next episode. But it's like a certain like thing where it's like, if any species were to like move to another planet, then they'd be the first to do something like that, and like to do that is an accomplishment that's really great. But like, so where am I going with this? All right, so like he wakes up and they tell him, "You're the first of many to discover the truth. It's your crewmates didn't believe you, but they also succeeded in their mission. Humans are one of the many species that like have managed to figure out what the test was, and to be the first to complete it in like such a manner." So it's like later shown that he like he basically helped all of humanity. Wait, was that right? Not even sure anymore. I'm probably getting it all wrong. But yeah, like aliens, like back then, were like the biggest thing I believed in. It's like besides that, and like other conspiracy theories where like FEMA had these camps full of coffins, and like they do actually have it, but it's for natural disasters, not for like an overtaking of like the government or something. It's kind of hard to say, but like if you were to search up FEMA coffins, you'd see what I was talking about. Just these coffins, like these plastic coffins that are built specifically for like well, space, not like outer space, but like to hold as many bodies in one area as they can. And so I thought that was pretty crazy, and like I got more into like FEMA's trying to help the government, or is like getting ready just in case there's a takeover, and like the new world order actually does their plan. But I kind of sound insane. But anyway, I like that's what I used to believe in. It's like conspiracy theories were like my thing, and we would like talk about like things like, oh, did you see this report? And like we would talk about that while playing Smash Brothers for the 3DS. And so it would be a table full of like these nerds talking about conspiracy theories while playing Smash Brothers. Oh man, like we still have those days. Like we're still like whenever we can, we try to like catch up with each other, just because we don't want that kind of fun to end anymore. Like we don't want that kind of fun to end. It's like just joking around, making up crazy theory or like thinking about these crazy theories. I don't know. It's just like once you start like letting loose and like talking about certain things, it becomes fun to hang around other people. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I like talking about conspiracy theories, even though it makes you sound absolutely crazy. It's something I like talking about. It's like if you have like an interesting theory about something and like you have like evidence to back it up, then I'll be like, oh damn, what if it's true? But then I'm like, yeah, it sounds true, but like I don't think they'll go waste that much time and that much money trying to like control human population when they can do that to like manipulating it, like the education system. It's like when Trump hired, I forgot her name, I'm forgetting a lot of things, but like Trump hired one of his goons to head up the education system. It was like me and my sister knew she was crazy. Like she had said some things uh, about like the education system, and like they're just factually wrong. And even with evidence, she would still be like, no, 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 no. It's like I know what I'm saying. Like Trump hired me to do this, therefore I must know what I'm saying. So like I knew she was like not fit for the job. I'll try to get some reports on it for the next episode. Uh, that way, in the next episode, I could talk about like what I'm actually trying to say instead of just rambling. So I think that's what I'm gonna do for the next episode. Yeah. What else? I don't know. Conspiracy theories. My inability to talk to people. What else is there to cover? I don't know. Like watching and like seeing things that like are unbelievable are pretty cool. Like I used to love watching Ripley's Believe It or Not, and because like it's like this whole new world of like, odd stuff that I'm seeing for the first time, and I was like so in love with that show. That show was the greatest thing. Like I used to spend so much time on like the Sci-Fi Channel, Discovery. What other channel? Ion TV used to play a lot of old classic shows. Like that's where I saw The Outer Limits. That's where I saw Tales of the Crypt, and like that show was just like amazing. It's like this crazy looking. I don't know if he was a skeleton or a mummy. I think he was a skeleton, because the way I remember it was like a skeleton dude telling these awful puns and like showing like lessons about life through horror. And I don't know, it's like I think that's why I like the Twilight Zone so much, was that it was a show that explored morality and I don't know, it's like I like shows that make you question things. Uh, it's like the more you question, the more you'll learn. The more you learn, the better you'll be off. Always question everything. I think that's one of science, like one of the mottos that people or scientists use. Question everything. Because that way, like, let's say, hey, it's like, I wonder why this works. Like, why does it work? You're like, here, let me test it out. You test it out and you learn something. You're like, oh, damn. Well, I didn't know that. What's that saying? Uh, it's a really dumb saying. It's like, well, I'll be damned. Call me a pickle in a pickle jar or something like that. I don't know where to go with this. How to end up here. Uh, I think I have an idea for the next episode. Where like I'll I guess I'll give you like a little spoiler for it. But like you know how when you leave your phone on YouTube watching something and then like you wake up at 3 a.m. watching how to be a ventriloquist, something like that. That reminds me, like I could talk about Twilight Zone like forever. So, like one of my favorite episodes of the Twilight Zone was the Dummy, and like it was about this ventriloquist who gives like who starts like to fight with this dummy because this dummy comes to life, and like the dummy tries to like get him to do things that he doesn't want to do. So the guy yells at us like, "How are you doing this? How can you talk?" And the dummy's like, "You did this. Like you gave me the words. Like I wouldn't have known nothing if you didn't provide me with the words that I have. It's like you gave me this gift." And like I don't know. The Twilight Zone's like really one of my favorite shows. Okay, there's a lot of good episodes. Like a good episode would be "Come Wander," and like it has a really good song. It's like this guy goes into a town and basically a music thief where if you sing it in public, he says it becomes public domain, and he carries around a little law book talking like about the law of public domain, and so he uses that to try to get his way around stealing people's songs. So as he like does that, he hears like a girl sing in the woods, and so he falls in love with that song, and he wants that song, and like he searches for her, and so he promises her the world if she gives him the song, but like she sings it in like pieces, so that he stays with her longer, and so like at the very end, like he does like all this things. He kills a man because like, he wouldn't shut up. Um, and I know it's just like a crazy shift in tone, but like he does like anything he like to get what he wants, and like I thought that was pretty crazy. Uh, wait, where? No, I was going with this. I was going somewhere with this. Where I was going, I don't remember. Yeah, I guess like lessons learned, or I don't remember. I don't remember where I'm going with this. Um, but like as he like as the episode comes to an end, um, she finally sings the whole song, and she basically sings about his death and about how he'll repeat the day over and over again, and that like nothing she can do can save him, like because she has fallen in love with him, but like uh, because like the pattern of how he goes, like he doesn't change his ways, he sticks with what he does, like he loses everything, and so he dies, and he dies, and he dies, and dies, and dies, like there's no end to the song. And I don't know, it's like uh like, I don't really remember a lot of the Outer Limits. um I do remember watching it and not being as interested as I was in the Twilight Zone, but I do remember that I did like that show, and that not only was the show great, but it was also like a show that like if you would just give it a try, like you'd probably like want to watch it again and again. What other shows? I'm already like close to the 30-minute mark. I think I might end it here. Um, like well, the next episode's gonna be like random occurrences like at 3 a.m. while watching YouTube. Because I have two crazy stories to tell. and whoever listens to this, be it some random person or some of my friends, will probably understand what I'm talking about and try to help me find this video. But anyway, like, I guess I'm done now. I'm tired. I want to stop. So I guess next episode, I don't know when to come out. Next week? Next 2 weeks? I don't know. Well, anyways, thanks for listening. If you enjoyed it, and why? If you didn't, then good. That's what I expected. So, I should end this. Why am I not ending this? Alright, there, done. Bye. See you later.